How are you?
Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Rob Viglione, CEO of Horizen, to discuss gaming and blockchain, the evolution of sports and Web3, and how the Metaverse can be accessed and utilized. Rob, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thanks for having me, Jill. Happy to be here.
You got it. And last month, you had the first ever ecosystem event for Horizen and Horizen Labs, ZenCon 0. And you really got into those topics with gaming and blockchain, sports and Web3, how the metaverse can be accessed and utilized. Give us a high-level overview of the key themes that emerged.
Yeah, so the key theme is that businesses are very interested in this new technology. You see some really big ones like Meta pivoting exclusively into it. And what we're doing is we're trying to facilitate that.
And do you think we continue to be in build mode, or are we starting to see end user interaction on a more ubiquitous basis?
It's a mixed bag. So definitely for the early adopters, we're still seeing them and they're sticking with it. But I would say we still haven't yet hit that adoption curve that it's really going mainstream.
It's interesting because it seems as if companies such as yours that are focused on Metaverse and the next version of how we know the web, Web3, community is really the focus. Tell us more about that and what it means to Horizen.
Yeah, one example of that is this event ZenCon 0 that you referenced. It was supposed to be a company event, like an annual retreat, and we decided community is at the heart of what we do, so we actually opened it up to our community. So it was kind of a fun, interesting, different type of conference, but the way that we build products and the way that we think about go to market in this industry starts with community.
Well, I also think the fact that you have them within an ecosystem is also what maintains brand loyalty, if you will.
Oh, that's exactly right. Yeah, and then they stick with you for the entire life cycle of products that you deliver.
What about Web 2 to Web 3 as a bridge for enterprise blockchain? How are companies starting to think about this?
Yeah, so that's actually one area that we're particularly pivoting into much more so these days, because we think that there's definitely almost every single Fortune 500 large company out there in Web 2 is developing a strategy on how to get in here. And I think there have been a couple of different waves of their thought to move into the industry, and they haven't been particularly successful, to be frank, right? So early on, it was this DLT technology variant from Bitcoin. Now, with more tangible things like NFTs and Metaverse, we're seeing a resurgent wave, and I think it's much more productive. So our company, we're actually positioning ourselves to leverage our strengths in Web3 and bring in Web2 into this marketplace.
Tell me about the EVM test launch.
What we realized in most industries, kind of like with the public internet, things converge on particular standards. And what we realized in our industry is that we were converging on the Ethereum standard. So for us and the platform that we're building, the products that we deliver, our customers were demanding that they be Ethereum compatible, especially with anything that has to do with smart contracting. So we're actually integrating an Ethereum virtual machine, so you get the full compatible Ethereum experience into our Horizen platform. And
what does that mean for new blockchains?
It means that they could actually have their own dedicated, we call it L1 in our industry, layer one. So you could have your own, if you're a business, maybe a large enterprise, and you want to get into this industry with our products, you could actually get in a safer, secure way where you can have a private, more permissioned version of Ethereum that's actually integrated into a public network, so you could leverage the benefits of being part of like a public ecosystem, kind of like the public internet, but you still have your own permissioned environment where you can explore and then actually make it go public.
Yeah, which is okay when you talk about security, particularly with October being Cybersecurity Awareness Month. That certainly is top of mind for those within the blockchain space.
And for our business, the way we look at it is we're kind of in a cyber war in the macro environment, and every business needs to have this at the core of their strategy on how they think about go-to-market on products. And this technology itself lends itself very well to high secure environments, because you actually control permissions. Everything is private and cryptographically protected. So it's actually at the core of our product offerings.
All right, Rob, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.